Yeah.
Yeah. Hey everybody, it's
The program.
that's right. We're on TV. Once again, once a day, every day.
Turn on machines.
Yeah, and then we start talking to them. We're gonna be here for an hour.
Indeed.
It's. You see, like how we did that, Bird? Carl's finishing the sentences and the intro thing now.
Who?
See that?
Good.
Where?
It's Thursday, Wednesday,
Thursday.
Thursday. It's Thursday, and it's today.
Thursday.
Today's Bird is here. Hi, Bird. How are you doing today?
Greetings, Kenny. Greetings.
Salutations.
Program, world, community. Greetings.
Good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
Hi.
Much.
Howdy
truth,
doody.
Truth, understanding.
Howdy.
Joy, liberation.
Mahalo.
Yes.
Hello.
Thank you.
De Guten Tag.
Thank you
I
for being
don't.
here.
I don't feel hello.
Genki.
It's good to be
I
here
don't
with
feel
Deska.
kinky or.
Genki desu ka? Guten Tag.
I don't feel gluten.
your
How you doing today?
daily hour with me.
Man.
I'm tired today.
Sleepy?
I had a nap.
Uh-huh.
And
sometimes-
got up
sometimes
and had
naps-
some food, and now I'm here.
Sometimes you think that naps will make you less tired, but in my experience, naps oftentimes don't really make you less tired.
It snuck up on me. I didn't realize how tired I was.
Uh-huh.
I've been doing a lot of intense stuff.
Like what?
Today I was standing on a bridge with freight trains cruising by very close by underneath at about 50 miles an hour, and I could
Why?
feel the heat of their exhaust and the
Oh, why would you do that?
blast of their wind.
He wants to
It's
get out in the world and experience life, I guess.
For the experience. Interesting experience.
Is it
and
dangerous?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No, that bridge has been there for a long time, and it would have been destroyed if it was dangerous by now.
You got under the
it
bridge,
survived an earthquake. No, I was on top of the bridge.
Mm.
Under the bridge would have been very dangerous.
What bridge was this?
This is a bridge that is owned by the Nisqually tribe.
Oh man, you went way out into Lacey then.
Yeah, I was on the other. I think it's technically in Pierce County.
Oh dang.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
It's near the Nisqually Cultural Center and Organic Garden. And I posted one of those videos onto TCTV today.
What do you mean you posted on the TC? You're having him play it on there? On
Yep.
the channel?
Yeah, it's going to be about 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Uh-huh.
And,
Yay.
And it's a freight train going by. I believe the one I posted was a BNSF, Burlington Northern Santa Fe. And it's a mixed freight. So it's got a little bit of everything. There was some rebar, some steel, like bars, rods.
Stuff in trains.
Yeah. And so a little bit of everything. Fast trains cruising in the South Puget Sound. And so, I was doing that, and
You're always keeping an eye on these vehicles, boats and trains. You're always
ships and trains.
Ships
yeah,
and
there's
trains,
that
yeah.
There's that movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
yeah. Well, no, I don't know if those for you.
Oh,
But-
I love a specific
Why
don't-
line in that.
Why didn't they have ships
Spoilers.
in there?
What about boats?
Yeah, what about boats?
Well, boats you can't travel from one. You can probably go north and south, definitely on the Mississippi, and there's probably some river that goes through Nebraska or something like that. But generally, you can't travel east to west because the Rockies and the Cascades kind of stand in the way. But planes, trains, and automobiles would be your primary mode of transportation if you go to from one coast to another.
Get out of that boat and go across the continent.
Well,
Get out of that boat, sir.
you would have.
What about the Panama Canal, though?
Well, right, but then
What
you would
about
have
the?
to
What
go-
about Cape Horn? What do you call it? The Good Hope or whatever.
That's Cape Hatteras or
Good.
yeah,
Dope.
Yeah. But my favorite
Bad
line, my
Spoilers! Don't say any lines from the movies.
Bad
no.
Yes, no movie spoilers. Bird, how was your week? Or when was the last time you were here? It's been longer than a week, huh?
Yeah, it's been a long. We missed one last week. I didn't get on the schedule, and then
You missed a week, huh?
yeah, I don't know. So but that's okay. I helped Freddie get the program to TCTV yesterday.
Thank you.
I was happy about that. It'd be nice if there was like a web submission option, where you could like send a link and have it download.
Yeah, well, it's
being
supposed
so
to be
next door to Comcast, it's like you must have the highest internet speeds in the world.
That's what you would think.
So.
Well, is it even like do they don't like send it from the building? That's just like the office.
Yeah. Well, there. So yeah, but the server is there. So.
Is it?
Yeah. It's all like an digital server for the television station now.
What
It's
about
not like tapes running onto the TV. It's like a computer that has a schedule and links to files on a server, and it feeds them
server?
into the TV
What about a waitress?
machine.
Server,
Oh man.
waitress, server. Get it?
Reform
Yeah.
Association.
Yeah.
Carl.
I get it. Are you thinking about
Improv comedy? No.
yeah.
Carl's been doing this improv comedy thing, so he's been saying very weird things recently, just like going off the cuff and saying things.
Not really.
Just kind of freeform association things. Really.
It's a
Okay,
beautiful
so
night, though.
Carl,
I mean, I don't want to interrupt, but it is a beautiful night out there. The air is wonderful. The dusk twilight lingers.
What does that mean?
That means that there was still light at 10 p.m. when I was coming up the bridge. And
Yeah.
The sky was like green and aquamarine in the northwest.
speaking of Carl
Calm
making
air, beautiful, crisp, good smelling air. Except when I went past the lot treatment plant, there was the distinctive, specific odor
Poop?
of the wastewater treatment plant.
Mm-hmm.
So we could talk about that more. I
Smell.
want to talk about waste to energy.
speaking of Carl making free association,
He's speaking in third person now too.
right? Yeah.
Yes. So I want to hear
when
about
you're-
I want to hear about the program too. And Carl, have you been coming on regularly?
Yeah. I have been here like consecutive. Carl's
been here for a couple of weeks now. I think.
all month long.
That's
it's
great.
Like, but
How are you feeling about that?
I like it. So Carl, we tell the story, make it interesting for the listener. I
Yeah.
butchered that quote, but
Make it
what
interesting.
are you doing?
Steam
What
train Carl. Steam train Carl. Carl came running into the studio, and
I thought I was
You-
late. I was 2 minutes late. I
You
was.
were. I did. I
I know
looked at
Kenny doesn't
clock
say.
too,
You
but
don't need to rush when you get here, but
Yeah.
it's still fun.
That was okay.
Whenever
I
I
was still
listen
catching my
to
breath
Tiesto or
when you got
Gorilla, it's not Gorilla, but it's like
Gorilla.
Gorilla?
yeah, it's like some sort of like song title.
Oh man, I wish I had a beverage.
Yeah.
uh,
Should have planned ahead.
joint, between Tiesto and some other artists like Van Buren on, electronica. So, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I get pumped when of course I'm drinking Mountain Dew too. So
Have you been
That helps.
do you
Oh,
drink
boy,
Mountain Dew
yeah.
before you come here too, or
No.
Just, oh yeah.
How many Mountain Dews do you
He
have?
starts his dew at nighttime.
who?
Do
you.
the do.
Oh boy,
Mountain.
We're doing
Cascades.
yeah.
Rockies.
What do you want to hear about the program? You have program questions, specific ones,
Oh,
or
today is
general
the
things?
failure.
Today is
Every-
the theme
every
is
day
failure.
is a failure.
Oh darn!
I guess. How did you come up with the theme for today? When do you develop the themes? Is it the day before? What's tomorrow's theme? Do you know?
Yeah, we do know. Let's look at the calendar.
So maybe we could answer those questions.
We can. Yeah. Well, we thought up a bunch of themes just in a row. We're kind of doing it arbitrarily. We
Just
don't
like
really.
one day when you're getting low.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
and then fill her back up. We don't really
Yeah.
have a set system for it yet.
Okay, that's
Well,
okay. Because
it-
I mean, I've always wanted to be involved in theme.
Oh yeah, well you
creating
can
themes and
throw out a couple weeks.
So, you know.
Yesterday's theme with hamburgers, and then Carl I think had a failure that had to deal with hamburgers.
And then tomorrow would be,
Tomorrow is confessions.
which is kind of,
That's an interesting one.
yeah. I had
Did
this.
you get forgiveness with that too?
No.
No, that's a good one too. That should probably be a future theme. So it looks like after confessions, the theme is flying for Saturday, and then
Oh,
Somehow related to my improv comedy or thing or something. When
that's nice.
Yeah,
Isn't
oh,
it
your
flying
car is
great?
sitting on the rest of the calendar. Can you get that?
Flying is just
No,
a
I'm
wonderful
not.
sensation.
You are. You are. Here, okay, here we go. I got it out of the thing. We're gonna write a number.
Sometimes on boats you feel like you're flying.
Yeah, like you're king of the world. We're gonna write a number down on our heads between 1 and 6. We're gonna play the dice game like Titanic, right? When they on the front. Oh, I don't want
No,
to spoil anything.
not on Titanic. Like on windsurf boards. I guess that's not a boat. That's a board. Or surfboards.
It's kind of a boat. Depends
Yeah,
on how you define
but
a boat, I guess.
Some types of boats are kind of like flying on water.
After flying, it's furniture polishing. Sunday is furniture polishing day. And then Monday is minor medical operations day. And then I gotta get a longer pen because I need to write down some stuff on this calendar, but I don't have any writing utensils. You got a writing utensil, Carl? See a pen around here?
no.
No? Uh-oh. Well, here, we're gonna roll the dice. What's on your phone? You get a message?
No.
No? Carl's looking at his phone. Somebody's sending him a message. Here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. Wait, you got a number, Bert?
Whoa. Oh.
Oh.
Not a win. for
Oh,
me.
Carl won.
Carl, the big one.
Big one. I got a
Oh.
4.
Me too.
I lost.
I had a 4.
Oh,
But I don't
it's-
think it showed up on the. It's on there, but can you see it?
Can you see with your eyes, Carl? I can't really see
Come
it all.
on. Yeah. You see it? I'll put it on there again.
Well, is it 4?
Yeah.
Team 4. 4, so it's me and Bird versus Carl. Carl's winning, though.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
It's up to conjecture.
No, it's not. You're winning. Here's a message. It's from your friend, gamer friend.
Yes.
How many messages did you get?
Like
Several.
5.
Do you think it's antisocial to just go into messages? Like
No.
I
when you
don't
have
think
a-
so.
No, but like.
Hi, the program. This is Joe Reilly, Carl's friend from Board Game Afternoon. I'm calling with a question. One question involves the filming, and it's the only question I have right now. And that is, I wondered why you are so pulled away from the faces of the people on with your camera. I think personally, I would like to see more, be able to see your facial expressions more when
Get
you're
in
talking.
there. Get
I
up
was wondering
close.
if there is a particular production reason you're pulled back, or if there isn't,
You wanna
if
see
you
that?
wouldn't mind zooming in a little bit, I would appreciate well. And then a topic. I like to give you a topic.
Looking good, Carl.
What's your favorite game, or what are some games you like, and why? And then maybe if you want to, you can
I don't
debate
play games.
and see
No,
who has
no,
the better favorite game. All right. Hope you're having
Monopoly,
lots of
because I
fun.
want
Bye.
to rule the world.
I don't play games.
Ho ho.
What else did he say?
He wants facial
why are we-
expressions.
why are we-
Why?
I like the look of being far away and having all the stuff, and then here also I feel
We're little. If you're in space and you look down, can you see people's faces?
It's like we're in space. Also, I think that the program is primarily an audio program. If you're listening to this on the radio, And the video portion is happenstance, I would say.
You're
Zooming
just
in-
saying that as
zooming
an
in is
audio
too
guy.
creepy.
I'm not
It's
just saying that.
creepy.
About what,
You're
what's
just
creepy?
saying that as an
Zooming
audio
into
guy.
that.
That's not true.
You're an audio guy. You started this program on the
No,
radio.
it's true. I did start on the radio. That's why it's a radio-oriented show. What'd you say, Bert? It's creepy that we're small?
Zooming in too much is creepy.
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
creepy, I
It's
agree.
invasive.
I want some space.
But I don't
You know,
I don't
unless you're-
care about
you're trying
space.
to
you know, I think space is
like
important.
the truth about something.
What, you care about
then you
space?
I do.
Zoom
You
in
care about
and
my
get very
personal
specific.
space?
I care about my own personal space and also others, I guess. But just because out of sympathy, because I feel like I, do like my personal space. So, I think others do also.
But what about my space?
The website,
I want a beverage.
Oh God.
free association. Is that what I don't
Do
think
you have any
improv
extra
comedy is.
beverages over there?
Well, this is the end of this.
I see some what's up with
Oh,
those?
those are empty cans.
There, you can get some water out of the hose.
No, I don't want that.
No?
No, I
That's
don't want
all
out
we
of the
have.
hose.
And the garden hose
Sometimes those
has
taste
E.
like-
coli.
Yeah, those taste bad. They have like plastic, rubber.
Garden hose has E. coli?
Well, yes, the inside of the garden hose would have E. coli growing in it.
Really?
Most likely.
Why?
I guess I'll do it if I get thirsty enough.
You think so? There's no E.
No,
coli
I
in the
don't think
pipe. I
there's
drink,
E.
I drink out of the
coli
hose.
in
I drink
there.
out of the hoses all the
It's
time.
just plastic and rubber.
It's just 45 more minutes to the end of the program.
Yeah, but what about there's E. coli in hoses?
Well, or that, or some other kind of.
Well, I'm really excited
Virus.
about something that I saw that relates to E. coli.
I drink out of hoses all the time.
Uh-oh.
I feel fine. I feel totally fine.
This is a good segue.
Okay.
About
Let's
E.
ride that
coli.
segue.
So last week on Thursday.
Speaking
So
of
today,
trains.
today is Thursday. Last week on Thursday, exactly a week ago, I was at the Thurston County Courthouse. Actually, the executive or administration building in room number 1 where the county commissioners meet. And there's some great photographic art in there, by the way. And there was a program sponsored by a series of presentations sponsored by the South Sound Eco Builder Guild and TC ProNet, and they were talking about food waste to energy. And there were 3 presenters, one from PSE who has experience helping clients hook up their waste to energy systems onto the grid, and then there was somebody, Scott Morgan from Evergreen State College, who was talking about, he's the director of sustainability there, and they're trying to build, they're working on getting a food waste to energy processor, biogas generator operational.
What's that, compost?
Similar, yeah. Biogasification, anaerobic digestion. Basically, an anaerobic digester would
What is that?
do some of the preliminary phases of
So
composting.
you put all your food scraps into a thing and it makes
And-
energy somehow?
Yeah, it breaks down and produces gas in a anoxic environment,
Methane.
and it makes methane, and you can use the methane to cook, to make heat, or to generate electricity.
How does that work? So you put all your food into a
It's
Into
kind
a
of like
bin?
you put it into a tank, yeah, and then it breaks down and makes gas.
and then people have like generators
Yeah,
at home?
that's possible. So there was another guy there, a third presenter from a company called Impact Bioenergy. His name is Jan. I can't remember his last name. He's an engineer and an entrepreneur, and they have prototype designs ranging from 185 tons per year to 10,000 tons per year. And so the 185 tons per year requires, like it sounds, 185 tons of food waste to generate about as much energy for the needs of as many households. And then you scale up. They have one at 1,000, one at 2,000, one at 5,000, and one at 10,000. So that's 10,000 tons of food waste per year. And the 10,000 one would be enough energy to provide for the needs of a small city.
It's info time.
Yeah.
Here are answers to some frequently asked questions about the program. You're watching it right now. It's called Your Daily Hour with Me. It's call-in television talk show that's on radio. That's recorded right here in Thurston County every day, 7 days a week, every day of the year. It airs every night on Channel 22 at 11:30 p.m. and 2 a.m. on Low Power FM at 2 a.m. Each episode airs a week after it was broadcast. So if you're watching this at 11:30 p.m., this episode taped at the same weekday of the previous week. If you're watching this at 2 a.m., this episode taped at the same day of the month of the previous year. You can also watch any episode of the program on YouTube.com. Anyone can comment on the program, especially you. We rely on the community for content, so give us a call at this number and leave a message. We'll call you back on the next episode. Thanks for watching, and now back to the program. That's the gist of it.
When
There
the
it
camera's
is.
farther away, you gotta
Hoo-yah.
rely on bigger gestures instead of just like the little stuff like
Yeah,
you're
like-
Who?
looking at your face.
What?
Yeah.
I that was either a 747 or B-52.
360-836-4384. Oh. 360.
360 area code 836-4384.
208 Dog Doug.
Give a call.
Don't call me, leave me alone.
If you're doing those
Call in. Call in.
letters from keypad phone
Yeah.
dial.
Another-
208 Dog Doug.
Another interesting statistic factoid from the presentations was that I believe they said 40% of food goes to waste. So 40% of the food that goes,
Oh, I heard it's more than that.
it might even be 60%. So
Yeah.
there's huge amounts of bread and other types of food that go to waste.
Well, the thing
And
is,
so it's basically just a matter of like connecting the supply with and creating a demand. So what you need are investors to buy these machines
oh,
and make them work. They've already been designed.
one thing I always think about as far as food waste goes is that there's, like 10% food waste at every single step that your food goes through. So, like, the farmer probably ends up throwing out some things through processes. There's like sides of stuff, and some stuff gets spilled, and that's maybe 10%.
Yeah.
That's a total made up number. But then the farmer sends his stuff to a produce processor,
Yeah.
and all they do is separate it out, but they lose another probably 10% maybe. And then the produce processor gets sent to the
Grocery store
grocery store, or even to like a
distributor.
making, like what about maybe a pre-made frozen food thing,
Yep. Secondary processor.
and then they lose 10%. But there may be like tomatoes. Let's say they make tomato sauce. You send your tomatoes to the tomato sauce people, and those tomato sauce people, they lose 10%, and then the tomato sauce people send it to the SpaghettiOs people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like
Yep. And
how
you
many
lose a little bit more.
how many hands are there before
Yep.
it gets to you? Is probably at least 4 or 5, and if each one loses 10%, it adds up.
What are they doing with those losses? I mean, that's the question.
But
Are they going into a landfill? Are they, are they being utilized? Can they be utilized to, make life more efficient for
that-
societies on the
that-
planet?
that could also be
Harmonious.
a Buddhist way of looking at depending on self rather than others. If you have like a whole community of people like that serve the farm and serve the grocery store, and you're just one person, you could be locked in,
So more
me happy now, or you could, be like, the rest
For
of the
the good of society.
right. The rest of the community is so
Altruism.
well, yes. The rest of the community is so helpful and beneficial to me as an individual, and I should, be giving thanks and praise to the larger community instead of be focused on me, myself, and I.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's generally a good policy, I would say. So, yeah, I mean, I got really excited about it because someone at the presentation was like, "Well, what do you do when with the end waste? Where does it go?" And the guy answered, he's like, "Well, all the systems would be hooked up to the sewer system, and they would go into the regular wastewater treatment plant." And that's where, that's how you would handle the runoff, because when you're putting in thousands of tons, perhaps a day, of waste into a machine, then you have to, figure out where that is going to go, because you're going to displace some when you have a full tank. And then where does that go? And what got me thinking about that is the idea of using that waste, which is probably not good for fertilizing food gardens, but using it to fertilize like industrial hemp, which could be grown to provide for oil and fiber, and really, you can make paper. So the prospects of having a hemp industry, I mean, I'm trying to find a graceful way of saying it, but a lot of the problems with clear-cutting forests could be solved. Not going to make any friends with the big lumber companies or timber companies there, but
Why not?
Be there
well,
for
that's
him.
true. I mean, maybe they could, some of the currently existing clear cuts could be converted into hemp plantations. So, but like the cotton industry could be replaced. Hemp is a wonderful fiber for clothing. You can make paint out of it. You can use it for making ethanol.
When are we starting? Aren't we gonna?
Ropes, building materials, lubrication oil,
Yeah,
biodiesel.
all that stuff. Are we gonna start making stuff out of it now that it's illegal? Like, we can start growing
I think so.
hemp plants. I mean, that's
Yeah,
part of the
I mean that's
marijuana legalization of
that's
Washington
why
State.
it was that's why it was
Well-
criminalized, is because people in the petroleum, timber, and cotton industries don't want the competition from hemp, because
Right.
it's like the most, you can produce so much more fiber per acre
Right.
with hemp than you can with cotton or timber.
So are they?
And you can also use it to compete with fossil fuels.
Are we
And
getting
so,
that soon then in Washington State?
well, I don't know.
I think-
You tell me.
I think that
You seem to be
hemp,
more plugged in than
hemp
I am.
and marijuana are two different plants, or are
Talking
they
to the
not?
viewers. I'm talking to the viewers. Kenny, come on, I'm getting really emotional here.
Are they,
y-
Bird?
y-
Are they different plants? Hemp and marijuana? I thought they're the
You're
same
not
plant.
telling
Well, they're
yet,
the same.
Bird.
I mean, it's like the same plant. They're just different subspecies or I have varieties.
It's like broccoli and
Yeah,
cabbage.
it's like, I mean, it's like broccoli and kale or something.
Well, cabbage back.
You mean-
cabbage
Are-
too?
is cabbage the same?
Yeah.
You mean
Really?
Cabbage and kale and broccoli and cauliflower.
Oh,
You
and
mean-
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts,
Brussels
yeah.
sprouts.
Well, you mean like cucumber and zucchini?
No.
Cucumber and zucchini are much more related, I think.
Are they?
No.
They're very similar.
I think
but
cucumber.
they look similar.
They look similar,
zucchini
but I
is
don't
a
think.
squash.
But broccoli and cabbage are the same, like genetic plant or
Okay.
something.
Are they?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what.
Kale. Have you ever had
Kale and broccoli and cabbage and Brussels sprouts, and they're all this. What is that?
Yeah, it's
What does
it's
that
sorta
mean,
like that.
Carl? What does that explosion
Um,
mean?
I think cannabis.
Shot down.
Get shot
Cannabis. Hemp is,
Oh.
it is a you can't. They're different plants. You can't use them for the same stuff. You can't smoke.
Why not?
You can't get high on hemp. It's like there's no THC in it. It
Want
doesn't-
to
it's
watch
not-
me try? No. No.
So I don't know. I really don't
Oh
know.
boy.
We would need to bring in an expert on that. I did when I was
Mr. Ginsu?
when I was a-
Ouch.
yeah. Let's call in for Ginsu and tell us the difference between hemp and cannabis. When I was in 9th grade, I did a project on hemp, and I used the book as my primary source material. Was the book "The Emperor Wears No Clothes"? Have you heard about that?
Mm-hmm.
That book?
Tell us.
And it was
for the viewers that
it was
don't know.
kind of
Well, that's
like-
kind of a long story.
It's like a history of the the issues of hemp and the positive qualities or potential benefits that legalized hemp industry could have. The story of hemp. Victimized.
Victimized. Here we go. Ooh, 2 and
There
5.
it is. 1, 2,
Carl,
5.
you're still winning.
125. What time is it? 125.
12-2. Here, this is the next message from Freddie the producer.
Hey, program. This is Freddie, the producer. Happy Failure Day.
Wow.
I am calling because not for much news, but I just finished capturing yesterday's episode where you guys were talking to Mr. Ginsu about the ants.
I know.
I haven't laughed that much at something in a long time. Mr. Ginsu, King of the Ants. That segment is really funny, and it's really fun to hear Mr. Ginsu talk about the ants and relationships.
Not
with the
really.
ants.
This is some.
Anyway, I don't really even have any questions. Just thought I would say that. Thanks.
Thanks, Freddie.
Aw.
Hey, keep on improving, keep on getting sleep and drinking water.
Yeah, we've been doing these theme days, and we had
Man.
this ant versus honey day, and we started asking Mr. Ginsu about ants, and apparently Mr. Ginsu has been living with ants constantly in his home,
He's got a colony of ants underneath his house.
in this new home and in his old home. He moved, and he's
Follow.
and
and so like ants are crawling all over his body.
like all the
He
time.
might
Really?
have some hygiene issues.
He can see
You think?
ants wherever he is, and they crawl in his mouth while he sleeps. He says,
Oh.
and they're just everywhere.
That sounds like a horror.
I was
No,
yes
spoilers.
yes
Spoilers.
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 What?
No,
Carl's about to gonna try to get into spoilers.
I-
Don't say anything about that thing. Don't say anything about that one thing, Carl. You know what I'm talking about.
it's just creepy.
No, that's what the thing. That's the thing. I said don't
Movie
tell.
creep show.
Don't say the name of the movie. I'm trying to forget about it. Carl keeps saying
Forget about
I
it.
love that movie. though.
No.
Forget
Spoilers.
about it.
Spoilers. Here.
Oh man.
Mr. Ginsu did leave us some messages though. King of the Ants, Mr. Ginsu. Here
Forget
it is.
about it.
Oh yeah.
Hi,
I forgot.
Sabria.
What?
What
the
top
fuck,
spot?
over?
Hey,
Go over phone.
Going
What
down,
talk?
motherfucker, what's going down? Yeah, you should call the cops in case of emergency, though. However,
Burger
At
Man.
that point, you still take your own risk. It's risky.
Burger
Man, the
Man.
broker.
Boogar. What is that? What is?
yeah,
Boogar,
let's
Boogar.
call
What's the thing?
call
that
him
was you,
and
right?
figure that one out.
Telling us about hamburger. That was yesterday, though. Burger.
You know what I want to
Yeah.
see?
Well, hamburger. That was
Everyday
it.
failure. Today is a failure.
Yeah.
We're talking about failures. I fail every day.
I think everybody should at least once, Otherwise, what are
Hey.
you doing?
When you fall asleep, fail. You know?
What's the
Oh boy.
what's
you-
the fail? I mean, I think
Because you can't stay up. When you die, you fail.
Oh no.
Can't stay alive, fail. Fail.
No.
Big fail.
well, I mean, yeah, the whole fail thing is like a big thing.
Just kidding.
Yeah, fail. We're talking about
Death
failure.
is good. It's a natural part of life.
That is, I
and
mean,
it's
if
okay
you-
to die.
Failure in a sense, and like I think
Hopefully
maybe
everybody will
No.
die.
sometimes
Oh.
engineers use the word failure as that kind of thing, though. Like system failure,
No.
or like how like when yes,
Yeah.
Carl.
Yes.
Carl said no.
Well, the ship is going to explode.
Carl doesn't like talking about failure, but like you know,
Jean-Luc Picard, get
Talked
to the
about
bridge.
failure. We talked
when
about failure.
you have a stick and then you're trying
No.
to or yes,
Yes. Who?
yes. You have a stick and then you're trying to break it, or anything, and then you keep bending it, and then when it breaks, they call that's a failure. So.
That's a failure of Carl.
No, of the stick. That's like an
No.
engineering thing.
Can I put a nail on my forehead
Good,
yet?
but you put the other hand up there, Carl, too. I just want
Yeah. So you're a winner.
That's right. Here's
Yeah.
the last message.
You know what I want to see?
What?
I want to see a classroom full of kids. When a cop walks into the room, start asking questions
Kindergarten cop?
and give his little speech. I want to see the kids say, whenever he asks them a question, I want them to say, "We don't talk to the police."
Okay.
Right? I want them to say, "Am I being detained or am I free to go?"
Yeah, that's what
And
you
stuff
say,
like
buddy.
that.
Yeah,
I want to
get
see if
an
they know their
attitude,
rights.
too.
Who?
No, you're
I want
right.
the kids to show the cops they know their rights. They don't have to tell them that they know anything about drugs.
You know you're right,
They
Ginsey.
don't have to tell them anything.
Not really.
Don't
They're going to use all
educate
that
them.
information
No.
against
Mr.
them
Ginsey,
later.
educate the.
Because whenever you grow up, after you tell them you know all about drugs when you're in school, you grow up, and then they know you know all about drugs.
I heard the DARE program failed, yeah.
And who do you think they're going to fucking do?
Yeah, it
looking
just makes
for?
people want to rebel.
Not the
It's
little
like,
kid that
don't
said,
do
"I don't
drugs,
know
kids.
nothing
It's like,
about
oh yeah,
drugs." Right?
screw
I think
you.
they'd be looking for the kids that said, "Oh, I know all sorts of shit about drugs." So, yeah. Something like that, even though
Do
you both
drugs
prove
with
how
your
smart
kids.
you are in school, you can also prove that you know your rights in school and that
There you go.
nothing good can come from talking to a cop.
Don't do drugs.
Uh-oh.
And that's all there is to it. Nothing good can come from it.
What if you're just talking about
That's my
the
opinion.
day, you know, the
So,
weather, and
There you
saying,
have it.
I hope your family is well. Cops
Yeah.
have families too, buddy.
No?
I don't know. I'm not really sure what Mr. Ginsey was talking
You know,
about.
a lot of people are jerks on their job, and they're like nice people otherwise. You know, just because somebody has a hard job and they like to act like a jerk on their job doesn't mean they're a total jerk.
What is
right?
that? Are you talking about police?
I don't know. I'm not. Whatever. Never mind.
Jerkin job jerks.
I got some photos too.
You
Oh,
can
yeah?
be honest.
Yeah, we talked about the hemp. We talked about the food waste. That's my agenda. But I've been watching ships. So I've been watching trains and ships, and I got a video of a ship, the most recent ship to arrive in the port. The ship's name is Port Pegasus, and
Let's take a look.
it's unusual. It's a smaller ship than usual. It's a lot of the ships been coming in around 30 meters on beam. One was even 36. This one I think is 24 meters.
Does it have wings?
Oh, that's a good question. It does
if
have
it's named
cranes.
Pegasus?
It has 4 cranes. So you could sort of interpret them to be wings.
Oh, man.
This is kind of a low-res.
You gotta describe for the
Shots.
radio listeners what's going on here. It's a picture of the dark.
He must have
So
taken
for
it
the
within the
radio
last
listeners,
hour or
this
so.
is a ship, and the time of this video was around 1 a.m. in the morning when the ship was coming in.
Oh, man.
And yeah, I lucked out to be there. It was very sort of fortuitous.
Well, no wonder you're
but
tired.
my other camera that would have been able to get a better shot of this, the battery died right before it started turning. So this is what it is. And we're just gonna do a rapid move through here, fast frame. That's the ship turning. It's pretty low resolution on there, but you can see it turning around. That's the ship. And pretty soon here you're going to see the lights turn on the superstructure. There it goes. And that's the...
That was a video.
That was it. So
I mean, you can barely, radio listeners, you can barely, there's the light. You can barely see anything.
barely see it. And then this is the next day. I went down and I watched the ship while it was loading the logs. And the clouds were really extraordinary. This was Wednesday. There were, I think, thunderstorms forecast. There wasn't very much rain in Olympia, but I think it rained in South County, and there was some rain up north, too. And there's a lot of proppants being stored outside under blue tarps at the port. And the clouds were just really extraordinary. Could find a lot of words to describe them, but very dramatic, spectacular, sensational, and it was windy. It was very windy. And there are a few other people at the port plaza watching the ship load. Here's a shot of the clouds.
Doesn't look very blustery though.
Hey, it's time for commercial break. We'll look at the rest of these pictures when we get back.
4, 3, 2, 1.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
New Moon Cafe. Mm.
Dance Holy Dance. Dance Holy Dance. Live TV dance party. First Friday of each month. 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. TCTV Studio A. 440 Yager Way. Oh yeah.
Quiet, still the commercial.
Coming up on the next episode of the program.
Well, we can cut that commercial right the fuck out, because that one's going to
Hey,
drive people
come on
away.
now. Show a little respect. Just a little.
Carl wants some respect.
Oh boy.
We're on TV tonight at 11:30 with Mr. Ginsu. Hi, Mr. Ginsu.
It's
Shut the fuck up,
yeah.
There he is.
It's confession
mother.
day.
Confessions.
Who's-
At 11:30 and 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is an episode broadcast last year. Tune in.
I'm like God.
Man.
Oh, I don't need to move very far. Oh, that's cool.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
the doc.
So we're
Man.
back. We're back looking at the dock right away, just straight into it, and there's just some, really pretty sunlight reflecting on water. Dock at Port Plaza. That Port Plaza Tower, really, you know what? That is something special, in my opinion. It's a really cool place. I like visiting there, and I'm glad it's there. And here's another ship picture, Port Pegasus. And this is at the bridge today by Nisqually. There was some breaks in the clouds, and I saw about 5, 6, 7 trains maybe. I just missed an oil train by about 15 minutes, unfortunately. I
Oh,
saw it-
darn.
How do you know about that?
I saw it from the highway as I was pulling up, from before I exited I-5. And so and it would have taken me about that long to get there and get set up to see
You saw
it.
the train on the road. That's how you know.
Yeah, I saw it on the road. From the road. Yeah. Yep. I'm trying to think if there's... Yeah, anyway, I'm not prepared really to show any more photos. So I'm going to stop doing that now.
Are you driving to these finding the oil trains?
Yep. I drove to Nisqually today. There's the Nisqually tribe has a bridge where you can, with permission, set up and shoot for trains.
I want to call Mr. Ginsu.
Oh, I also have a video of a coal train going by Chambers Bay.
You have it plugged in. You can call him where you can.
We can watch this while talking to Mr. Ginsu.
Yeah.
So this is Chambers Bay, Pierce County, and there's going to be the U.S. Open Golf PGA Tournament is going to be there in 2015, a year from now. And this is a picture of a coal train.
Hello,
Trains run right along the...
Hello?
Mr.
Bay there.
Ginsu.
Oh, who's there?
Who?
We're here with Carl and Bird today.
What?
Bird?
Mr. Ginsu, how are you doing today?
Who are you?
Oh, there you go. Now you're on
Hey.
speakerphone.
How are the ants?
Oh man.
No, the ants are doing just fine.
Can you see them right now?
Yep.
What are they doing? Thank you.
They say thanks for the donut.
They're fighting for the donut.
Are we supposed to talk about failure?
So there's the coal train. Mr. Ginsu, we're watching a video of a coal train
Oh,
passing by
man.
Chambers Bay right now.
How do you know it's a coal train?
'Cause it's got
Not some
coal
other
on
kind of
it.
train, though.
So I saw it.
It looks black enough to me.
It's empty. It's a unit train. They're all coal cars.
Fuck up your brake cop, motherfucker.
Is this filmed in Pierce County or Thurston County?
Pierce County, right by the environmental center there. That's
I
the
don't know what you're
waste
talking about.
That's a waste treatment plant.
We're looking at a footage that Bird shot.
Oh, the waste treatment plant out there on I-5.
It's right on the bay. It's Chambers Bay. It's just north of Stillicum,
Wow.
right on the water.
Right. No, I haven't
There's a
seen
go-
that one.
There's a golf course right there. That's where the U.S. Open is going to be next year. And then a bald
I hear they're
eagle flew right by. Like about
I hear
50
they're
feet up.
going to use those places to make power from people's shit. And I figure if they're going to use my shit to make power, they owe me fucking money.
Well, they haven't
Yeah.
done it yet.
Hallelujah.
Well,
They're gonna
they
give you.
do.
You're-
When they do, whenever I take a shit and they make power, they owe me motherfucking money.
Ginsu, you are a producer.
I
Well,
think
they don't owe me very much money because I don't take big shit or nothing.
they're gonna give
Oh,
you.
yeah,
You're gonna
right.
get a They're gonna pay you in environmental rewards. Maybe you're not getting a direct like cash payment, but you're gonna be getting maybe lower energy costs and possible environmental saving.
Yeah. Save the earth for
Those
future
are that's
generations.
your reward.
Protect the
You're
planet.
saying they get free shit and I don't make any money?
No, well, you don't get cash, but you might save some money on your
Maybe-
energy bill,
Maybe
possibly.
you don't have to pay for your sewer anymore.
Sewer and energy.
Well, I'm gonna have to put my shit in the bank.
It's gonna. Yeah.
Oh man. You did not say that.
I'll go down to Bank of America, deposit my shit.
Shit is money, man.
Okay.
It could be. I mean, we are wasting a resource. It is, I guess, what it produces a lot of methane.
Yeah.
So
I'll be saving.
Well, there's already that fire. I mean, the fire, the poop flame downtown, that could be turned into a little generator. But there's lots of things. I always think that people at the gym, they just instead of pushing bikes for nothing, if they just connected the gym to a generator, that would probably generate a lot of electricity.
Gymnasium.
Yeah, like the workout gym. Everybody's riding those bikes all the time, and they're putting their body
Yeah,
energy into nothing.
Yeah.
They do that.
They should.
Haven't you ever where they do that?
No, I have not. Where?
I'm not doing that. You do that.
That's a good question, and I can't remember where I saw it, but I saw it, and I think it was up in Seattle somewhere.
They're generating electricity with the gym?
Oh yeah, at the Bullet
Yeah.
Center, they have biogas anaerobic digesters in the building.
Well, what about the
Where-
biking, though?
Who?
The
Where?
The Bullet Center. Do you want to go on a? I want to go on a tour there. Maybe we can go up there on a field trip for the program.
Well, you could take some video of it, I guess.
Yeah, or
Um,
something.
Anaerobic.
Yeah, anaerobic.
yeah.
Without, also, it keeps the shit out of the water, which is
Yeah.
good.
I like
Maybe
aerobics.
we should- You know them little slot cars?
What?
The slot cars?
Black cars?
SWAT cars.
Slot cars.
SWAT?
You know, the little race cars race around the little fucking tracks?
Specialized weapons assault teams.
He's saying race cars, apparently.
Little race cars.
Oh, NASCARs.
No, little race
Little,
cars.
little
like
teeny race.
hot,
Race them around a fucking...
Hot Wheels.
Why don't we just fucking make slot cars for people and fucking haul ass down the road, and slot cars won't really fucking smash into each other, and they're all in a slot. They can't come out of the fucking slot. They can't go swing way off over there and kill everybody over there.
Well, how do you get
Yeah.
how do you get in the slot in the first place?
It's built into it. Mr. Ginsu, you should patent that idea and make lots of money.
Well, how do you get into the thing in the first place? And what about all the people with the jobs who the car they depend on the car industry? It's time for the final dice game.
You can have a deal just like your e-brake. You pull on it, and it puts the little thing right in the slot.
It's time for the final dice game here.
Do you need the number, Mr. Ginsu, or
I
are
don't-
you going to abstain?
That seems like that would be easy to fail. That's the slot car system. Like if there was a little
4.
glitch, but
4.
You want a 4?
4.
All right, let's go.
you're on Team Burden. Me and Burden. You all the same. It's me and Burden. Carl
Wow,
versus
we're
Carl.
rolling together.
Everybody against Carl now.
We're rolling together.
Here it goes. Oh, the sound. Yeah. Rolling.
Get some 4s for us, Carl.
Oh, what was that? 2, 5,
Got
4.
one.
Well, Carl still won though with
That's a
1,000.
tie.
Oh, it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 4-way tie.
Can we roll all 6 dice, please,
Why?
to break the tie?
We won, did we?
No, I don't. No, we can't do that. Well, who? Well, do you want to break the tie though? Do you want to share or battle? So we get to decide now. I like to share. I think
We
it's a
could
good.
roll 4 dice at once.
4-way share.
Well, what do you want to do? What do you,
Let's roll 4 dice at
Carl?
once.
Do you want to share or battle?
I'll battle.
What?
Why?
Really? Okay.
Well,
Carl,
let's make
okay.
it complicated.
Carl, do you really want to battle?
Sure.
Why?
Because
don't
you
wanna
know we
share?
can make it complicated and
Well, Bird,
figure
what do you
out-
want to do?
You want to be the champion? I guess I'd prefer to just share and talk about. I don't know. I don't know.
I want
Do you want to
be
share, Mr.
battle.
We're pretty
Ginsu?
much
Mr. Ginsu
done.
doesn't want to share.
Do you want to share, Mr.
I want to be.
Ginsu?
Oh,
I say low.
we need a tiebreaker.
You want to
Slow.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Ginsu wants to. So you want to battle, right, Mr. Ginsu?
We got a stalemate here.
I am low. Are you medium, and who's high?
Mr. Ginsu always wants to battle. It's a 4-way.
Man.
It's a 4-way tie. Carl wants to battle.
Well, okay. I'll be high because I'm already
Yeah.
high.
You really want to battle, Carl?
Oh, we got to ask Mr. Ginsu about the difference between cannabis and hemp.
Mr. Ginsu, what's the difference between cannabis and hemp?
Yeah, let's abstain from rolling.
Well, are you going to
It's
share,
too
Carl?
complicated.
You want to share or you want to battle?
Well, you guys don't want to battle.
We don't want to battle. That's true. But what do you want to do? Because it's up to you, really, kind of tiebreaker.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I'm
kick
not
everybody in
going
the
to battle.
Mr. Ginsu, I'm sorry to hear. I'm
one
sorry about
third-
your problem with ants. I
one-
lived in a house like that.
He doesn't
Really
have a problem.
unfortunate.
He encourages the
Did you-
problem.
You
He
li-
likes the
you like
having
the
the
ants?
ants.
What, are
Did
we
you tell me
sharing?
to watch my mouth?
Are we sharing?
You like the ants?
Did
Yes.
someone
Carl, we're
watch
sharing?
my mouth?
You change your mind?
Apparently we're
You
sharing.
change your mind? Okay, good.
Okay, so we're sharing.
We're
Well,
sharing.
in
Everybody.
that case, I got one more video that I want to show you here.
Oh man.
Otherwise, somebody
This one is
Did
a-
you
I
have
would've
ants
known.
in your mouth while you slept, Bird?
Oh man. No. Oh,
This
man.
is a train at Reservation Road, and I got some more
Fucking
train
understand.
videos coming up
Down,
for
'cause I'm
YouTube
down there
and TCTV right now. We're watching some timber, some paper, maybe. I don't know what else
Did you-
going on this train here, but got some hopper cars, box cars, tanker cars, and I don't know
Looks
what
like
those kind of
paper.
cars are. Yeah, those like boxes of paper or maybe wood or something.
That's a lot of paper.
Yeah. And there
Yeah,
it
it
is.
takes a pair of big scissors to cut that much paper.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Reservation Road.
Hundreds of scissors.
There's like a quarry
Thousands.
right near there.
Maybe a big old pair of scissors like the one they used to lop off the end of my penis with when I was a baby.
Oh come on.
Don't do that.
Oh, come
I
I thought you were gonna say the big scissors that they do the inaugurations with.
don't really need to have that going through my mind right now.
what?
There's
Come
an
on, man.
Say what,
insect.
Carl? Shut the fuck up.
I wish I
you.
could, but you keep on talking to me. So by that, I'm encouraged to talk back to you, sir.
You fucking talk back, or I'll
Man.
fucking
Oh, man.
Yakety yak, don't talk back. Yakety yak, yakety yak.
Gosh.
Yakety yak,
Oh, what do
yakety
Do not
yak.
Teaching you,
respond. Look at this. We're looking at some bugs, some freaky bug. What is that thing?
That is a beetle.
Is that on a tree?
It's on a bridge.
Alright,
Concrete.
I really do. I value your opinion because you have an opinion.
Whose opinion? Carl? You value Carl's opinion?
Are
Who?
you making promises?
No.
Yesterday.
Good. Good.
All
Son of a
my
bitch.
troubles seem so far away.
Copyright, Mr. Ginsu. Today's theme is failure.
Now it's.
Hey, Bird, talk about. I must have talked about copyright.
Oh yeah.
Look out, copyright.
Right. Copy left.
Copyright. Don't want to pay. Don't
Copy
have to pay
center.
those people.
Copy.
I think
Copycat.
they're
Copy
litigious.
center.
Copy. Oh. Hello.
One for
World.
you. You
Hello.
failed
World.
to fight. You did not roll the dice, and I never knew who got high, low, or
Dude,
medium.
we're sharing.
We're sharing. Everybody
We're
should
sharing.
share.
So
You got
what's up-
outvoted.
What's up with hemp? Why is?
What's the difference between hemp and cannabis?
Yeah. How do they differ? Are they different plants or what? Mr.
I
Ginsu,
don't know if I'm
you don't know?
fucking.
He doesn't know.
I don't
It's okay.
know what you're fucking saying. I need you to tell Carl, and then Carl can tell me. 'Cause he's the
Carl,
only one that has fucking.
Man,
Okay, Carl.
I'm not a wealth
Ask
of
the
information.
question. Oh, what's it? Ask Mr. Ginsu again. He didn't understand the question.
I don't even know what Google is.
Well, no, ask Mr. Ginsu what the difference between hemp and cannabis is, Carl. Just say it. He just got to repeat what I'm saying because Mr. Ginsu can't hear me.
What's the difference between hemp and cannabis?
I'm gonna turn this off now.
They're the same thing.
Okay, so there's no difference.
Whoa, can you elaborate?
There's variations. There's some of the hemp that they use for rope. It doesn't get you stoned.
Yeah,
And
rope.
cannabis-
That's rope hemp.
As far as like medical marijuana would get you fucking ripped.
Well, if it doesn't
What-
make you stoned, why is it illegal?
Or why is it the same? How is it the same thing?
How is it the same
Because-
thing?
It might slightly get you high, but I don't think so. I'm not totally certain, except for they're a bunch of assholes. That's why. And they don't. If you couldn't use, or if you could use hemp for rope and doing bullshit, they wouldn't make money with Weyerhaeuser and all their bullshit. See, because you can do so much more with the hemp than you can with fucking wood. They would go out of business.
Why?
So they fucking made it to where we can't use hemp.
Why?
Where'd you learn that from?
Carl, you're doing
That's-
toddler game. Don't do that.
Did you
Oh
read
man,
what?
Carl's trying to play the toddler game. But continue, Mr.
not
Ginsu.
really.
What?
What's a toddler game?
He's saying why to everything.
Oh, I said, where'd you learn that from?
I heard that somewhere along the line. Fucking something on the internet. But
Hey, it's the end of the show. Thanks, Mr. Ginsu. Thanks for leaving those messages. We'll talk to you later.
Keep on calling back.
all right, take it easy,
All right.
Super Carl.
Okay.
Super Carl, you hear that?
Oh boy.
Thanks, Bird. Thanks for being here today. Thanks,
I'm not super. I'm just one half.
thanks, Freddie and Joe and Carl and Failure.
And Kenny.
Thank you.
Oh,
every
my
day-
pleasure.
Every day is a failure. Thank you.
No,
It's
not
good to
true.
lose. It's good to fail. It's
Hey, some
good-
days are better than
good
others.
for learning.
Tomorrow is confession.
Learn from your failures.
Hey, keep
mistakes.
on improving America.
Be yourself.
Ooh!
Be kind, especially to yourself. and
Yeah, be
others.
kind. Rewind.
Be kind
If
to
you
yourself and others.
Still have videotapes.
To be kind, including to yourself.
Yeah,
Well-
be kind.
well,
Rewind.
Thank you, Kenny, and thank you.
My
program.
pleasure.
Thank you,
Peace
Carl.
out. Yeah.
Thank you, Couch, and thank you, TCTV, and
Episode number and date.
Comcast.
It's 13:49 today.
thank you, Channel 22,
Blades of grass.
11:30,
Computers.
2 a.m.
Fish.
Watch at
YDHWM.com.
Check it out. Share it with your friends.
360-836-4384. It's 208 dog.
Leave us a message.
Crew.
Give a call.
Thanks, crew.
360
UFO
836
FBI.
4384.
TCTV. Thanks, LeWaver.com. Yeah, it's like a feeling. Whoa, Jordy, fabulous. Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you. Viewers and listeners.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, dog.
Atmospheric.
Hey, Charlie.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Hasta luego,
It's okay to
peoples.
fail. If you
Remember
don't
that,
fail.